Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Road to the Regionals number 3. It's getting harder and harder to call it that, the way things are going. So, for context, this video is getting recorded the day before the Liverpool Regionals, so we will have some more information coming out after this, which may get inserted after the information I'll be giving you later about the Regionals. It might be a little bit of a cut there, but yeah, Road to the Regionals number 3. I mean, again, hard to call it Road to the Regionals because, well, we're missing out on the Liverpool Regionals. We're certainly not doing Salt Lake or Australia. They've already happened. The only regionals we got left that I think I personally could do is Germany. So that's not until May, which is good because with what I'm going to have to tell you today, it's unlikely I'm going to make the internationals. Anyway, so, current deck. We're in a bit of an interesting position at the moment because I'm playing a new deck, which by all accounts, by all rights, should be a very good deck. The problem is the person playing it. I've only been playing since February, so I'm probably not as good with the deck as I should be. If you've watched any of my other content featuring Pokemon cards, you know I've been learning as I go, even as recently as like this week. I played a deck that I haven't played for a little while, Jolteon, you may remember. And I played against someone who would usually play Jolteon, which is kind of cool because I don't know anybody who says Jolteon is their main still because of Manaphy, etc. Anyway, he's playing Malamar on Tuesday, and he basically gave me some pointers about how to play Jolteon a bit better, including, like, you know, making sure you've got Sobbles, building up to Drizzles, building up into Inteleons on the bench, rather than building up into Jolteon. You know, some interesting little pointers that have, like, really improved my game since, like, then. I jumped online on Thursday and played Jolteon better than I feel like I've ever played him, and actually nearly beat a Turbo Mew, so yeah, all things I'm learning. Anyway, the current deck that I was looking at playing is the, I think I may have put it in the last video, probably didn't, I will put it up on chat again, is the Arceus, Flygon, Galarian, Zapdos deck, which made me very happy because any excuse to play Galarian Zapdos is a big one for me. I am a big fan of Galarian Zapdos. That deck has been good. I haven't really come up against much that can beat that deck. I've not played against a Turbo Mew with it yet, which is like probably the one glaring issue. Like, it'd be nice to have the option to play against certain meta decks on the online ladder, but we don't really have that choice at the moment. So, yeah, there is that. Basically, what I'm bouncing between at the moment is still playing Jolteon, despite the fact that Manaphy exists. Manaphy's not in that many people's decks. And then playing this Arceus deck, which I may play. I have adapted slightly. I haven't enjoyed how I've adapted it. So there's some stuff to play around with, but at the end of that, I've got a choice of two decks at the moment. The interesting thing with the Arceus deck is my main struggle has been Gengar VMAX. Now, you'll see from another bit later on, but Gengar VMAX is very widespread at the moment. There's one particular guy who plays it at our local events, and I've not been able to take more than one round from him in a best of 3. Which is annoying, because I've not played him with Jolteon, but with Arceus V-Star, I've got 3 different ways to take out a Gengar VMAX. I've got Beedrill, I've got Galarian Zapdos, and I've got Flygon. All of those are capable of free-shotting a Gengar VMAX. I don't know if I just have the worst luck with draw in the world. I don't know if I'm just not learning how to set cards up properly. But man, I can very rarely knock more than one of them down before I get my butt absolutely kicked. So yeah, there's an adaptation need to be played there. I think I'll do some more practice with Jolteon, especially with like the new changes that I've made to a couple of the cards, and see how we get on with that, and maybe that's the one we take forward. Maybe I'm the one to represent Jolteon in future competitions, but we'll see, we'll see. So, on to the internationals and regionals. Again, 2 of them already happened. I'll talk about that a bit more in a little bit. Liverpool is about to happen, so the results that come out of that I'll make sure are into this video as well. The internationals is the next major tournament that I could theoretically enter. It is the end of April. The problem with that is I have no way to travel to Germany at the moment because I don't have a passport. I sent off, I did all my applications and stuff like that start of March. I have sent my documents, which have been received on the 11th of March. Yet the passport office website is currently saying they're awaiting my documents. And hi, Nia. And after calling them, it could take up to 2 weeks from them receiving it to them updating the website. And from the information I got on the call, at the moment, from the start of March, it takes anywhere between 5 and 6 weeks for processing to happen. So, yeah, it looks like I won't be getting a passport in time for the internationals. So, hopefully it arrives before registrations and stuff for the regionals, because the problem has been, like, it doesn't matter if, you know, the internationals open up for registration anytime soon. Like, I can't start getting a place for the internationals, booking places, booking, etc., until I've got a passport. So, really, this whole venture right now, this whole series kind of hinges on my passport showing up. So, yeah, I mean, even if, you know, they process it within the next week or so, there's no guarantee it's going to go straight through. They might need more information. I might need to go to Liverpool to go do an interview for the passport. So, still a lot of working cogs, working gears, whatever the phrase is. Yeah, I'm kind of struggling at the moment. So, yeah, internationals probably isn't going to happen. So, as far as international news is concerned, registration dropped today. This is Monday, the 28th of the 3rd, 2022. They're already gone. They're already out. So I didn't have my passport anyway. There was no chance of me going for it because, you know, my passport doesn't turn up, I can't book a flight. I can't really book accommodation. I can't risk it. So yeah, looks like regionals is going to be the next opportunity, but we'll see. Regionals in Germany is a maybe. After that, like, I don't think we've got a whole lot of options as far as competitions are concerned.
And now, an awkward transition.
Hi everybody. So I did record a bit about the regionals. Long story short, I've just recorded the Liverpool ones. I've just gone back to edit stuff, and I was talking about the Brisbane regionals, but they're out of order. I don't know what I've done. So what I've done is decided to re-record it, which is what you're seeing now. This is all the stuff from ptcgstats.com, so thank you very much to them for supplying the results. Hopefully they're right. I've got Brisbane, I've got Salt Lake, and I've got Liverpool regionals here. So I'm going to be able to like splice in some of the previous stuff that I used because I talk about the results. I don't know what I did though. I started reading stuff and it was like, well, that doesn't match up to that, that doesn't match up to that. So I'm going to read this, I'm going to present it on screen as well so you guys can see it, and then talk about it a little bit. I might even just talk about it here and just, you know, go from there, but we'll see. Anyway, I've got the top 16 here from Brisbane. That was from 16 to 1. Gengar VMAX, Arceus V-Star with Galarian Moltres V and Galarian Zapdos V, which I believe is Arceus Counterbox, I think they're calling that. Arceus V-Star Inteleon Galarian Moltres, Mew VMAX, Gengar VMAX, Mew VMAX, Arceus V-Star / Inteleon, Mew VMAX, Arceus V-Star / Inteleon, Suicune V, Arceus V-Star Inteleon, Mew VMAX, Galarian Moltres, Inteleon, Arceus V-Star, Arceus V-Star Duraludon VMAX, and finally the winner with Mew VMAX. So Australia absolutely dominated by Mews. I believe first place as well, a lot of people were quite interested in because they ran a very different deck to like how a lot of people would run a Mew VMAX, but I'm not skilled enough to tell you what that is, so I could definitely, you know, point you to an article on PokeBeach that will talk about that a bit better though. From the 2022 Salt Lake City Regionals, that is in America. Let's go from the top 16 again. We have Galarian Moltres, Inteleon / Galarian Bird Box. If that's what they're calling it, I'm very here for it because that's hilarious. Galarian Bird Box. Mew VMAX, Malamar Rapid Strike, Gengar VMAX / Houndoom, Arceus V-Star Inteleon Galarian Moltres, Malamar, Mew VMAX. I need to say Mew Max then. Where are we? Arceus V-Star, Flygon V, Beedrill, Sandaconda VMAX, which is the deck I was talking about a little bit. I don't run Sandaconda in it, but I run the rest. Sandaconda, I think, there takes the place of Galarian Zapdos, which I don't agree with, but there we go. Jolteon VMAX number 8, hell yeah. Arceus V-Star / Inteleon, Gengar VMAX / Houndoom, Arceus V-Star Inteleon Galarian Moltres, Arceus V-Star Inteleon Galarian Moltres, Gengar VMAX Houndoom, Suicune V Ludicolo Inteleon, and Arceus V-Star Bibarel Gengar VMAX. So America's absolutely dominated by Arceus V-Star. You've got Mews in Australia, you've got Arceus in America. So what does Liverpool have? Liverpool's top 6. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Mew VMAX, Arceus V-Star, Inteleon, Galarian Bird Box. Love it. Arceus V-Star, Ice Rider, Calyrex VMAX. Malamar, Mew VMAX, Arceus V-Star / Inteleon. Malamar, Mew VMAX, Arceus V-Star, Bibarel, Galarian Birds. Malamar, Zoroark, I never say that right, Control Toolbox, which That's a deck name. Arceus V-Star, Inteleon, Galarian Moltres with Crobat VMAX. I don't know why it's not Slash. Crobat VMAX is like a featured artist on that one, apparently. Mew VMAX, Malamar at number 2, and number 1, Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX / Inteleon / Galarian Moltres. So, yeah, a very different winner there. I mean, different winners in each one of those, so that's really cool. I'm glad it's just not all one type. And, again, a ton of Mew VMAX, but it didn't matter because somebody different won, and a lot of Malamar too. A lot of people have started to turn to Rapid Strike Malamar, so that might be the next deck to go ahead and learn. So yeah, obviously with the regionals, we're definitely seeing, you know, the obvious pattern. I think nobody's surprised by that. It's Mew VMAX, it's Gengar, Arceus everywhere. But it's a variety of Arceus, which is nice. It's hard to say any one deck is dominating right now. I think a lot of people were expecting Mew VMAX to dominate quite a bit, but it hasn't really. I mean, a lot of people are playing it and it's getting to the top 16, but it's not, you know, consistently winning. Like, how many... Let me just check real quick. In Brisbane, the Mew VMAX was a lot of the top 8, but, like, Salt Lake City, you've got none. There's none in the top 8, which is nice. And there's a Jolteon VMAX, so, you know, there's that. But then, yeah, Liverpool, you've got 1, 2 in the top 8. So it's either not as strong as people first thought, or people are learning to counter it really well. So yeah, like I said, this what I'm saying now is, you know, could be a complete BS. I'm not an expert on this. This is my year of learning, quite frankly. But it's really impressive to see that, like, there is a bit more of a spread than people were expecting. It's not like what people were telling me, like Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia was like, where it was like, that was all you saw. Very rarely did anything else show up anywhere. So yeah, I think that there's some really cool regional results so far. On the plus side, as far as competitions are concerned, this is starting off without a plus. I did find out the League Cup and the League Challenges aren't going to be running in 2022, or at least, you know, definitely not until after September, as far as I can tell. The Play Pokemon website has said that they're not happening at all, so that's one less route for championship points, which is why I imagine regionals are so hectic at the moment and just impossible to get into. But we have finally got the local store to register to Team Challenge. Hopefully we get some information back on that in time. I think registration runs out on the 27th, so yeah, I mean this Sunday. Hopefully we'll have some news before then. I sat down with the manager of Geek Retreat in Hanley and said, right, this is what you need to do. This is the website, blah, blah, blah. We need to get this done because otherwise we're not going to get registered. I think we will be finally sorting out the Team Challenge stuff. A bit late compared to everybody else, but you need to register before the 27th of March and then do your qualifiers before the end of May. So I think we're going to be okay. But yeah, I'll keep you guys up to date on that. That's probably going to be like the new thing we focus on at the moment. There's qualifying tournaments to find the best 4 players. The best 4 players then make the team represents the store. It's going to be, yeah, quite interesting, I think. So that's the way that's the way our competition is going at the moment.